in a player profile. That push header, just looking for a slight redirect for that far post side net. Another early warning sign of what South Africa is capable of doing if Korea Republic doesn't get immediate pressure on the ball.
He is an aerial threat, evidence Mahopa. The chase continues, so much running in the legs of Rele Mofokeng. Away, Mofokeng. Fizzed away from Mahopa. Mbukazi. Mudau.
Just keep an eye on the number 5 and Bata. There's a responsibility of him to stay connected in the attacking phase of play. But that's now 3 times in a row this build-up down the right-hand side from Korea Republic finds Lee Kang-in. He's got time, he's got space. Because of the width of Seo Hyung-woo, the number 22 is pushing up as high as possible, effectively right in front of the 4th official. That allows the number 19 with a ton of time and a ton of space without any pressure when he's receiving the ball on that really cultured left foot of his.
Kim Seong-kyu arranging the wall in front of him. Lifted up. And Rele Mofokeng in the right place, but couldn't fashion anything there. Well, he has been the man to watch after coming in as a change into this game, one of 3 made by Hugo Broos.
Well, every time a tournament starts, we always look at the first starting 11, and we think that's the strongest possible group available.
Given away far too easily once again by Korea Republic. South Africa patient, the ball fizzed in, headed up by Lee Ki-hyuk. And now run out of danger by Hwang In-bom.
Well, Ellen, you go back to that starting 11 in the very first match and just start thinking about for South Africa and the loss against Mexico, losing 2 players because of red cards, a little bit of ill discipline. A guy like Mofokeng, he's been waiting for his opportunity. He's been begging for the chance, and he has been very active in these first 17 minutes.
Zitole, someone else who wants to really make amends after that red card in the first game. Here's a look at the standings in Group A, of course, as it stands. Mexico, though, already confirmed as group winners. They are facing Czechia in the other game tonight, while Korea Republic, a draw, which is, of course, the scoreline here with 16, nearly 17 minutes on the clock, would be enough for Korea Republic to go through and set up a meeting with Canada on Sunday. Min-jae. They'll have memories, plenty of them from 2022, where it was the final game, massive game for Korea Republic, and upstepped Hwang Hee-chan with a late winner, 91 minutes on the clock against Portugal to see them through to the knockout rounds.
Well, very comfortable in simple possession. That's the second time Baek, the number 8, has dropped in and effectively been a center back on the build out. Lee Kang-in is screaming at him to step into that space, because if one of the South African midfielders does indeed step, that's even more time for Lee Kang-in to find that little pocket on this right-hand side.
Space opening once again for Korea Republic, but that's well watched and guided away by Mobida. Baek Sung-ho on the ball. Use it for Seo Hyung-woo. Stole it. Touch from Apollos, sent forward by Mofokeng. And a huge chance for South Africa, and an even bigger piece of defensive work from Korea Republic to send the ball out of play. Maseko charging forward, and it will be a corner for Korea Republic.
And it's one of the big challenges for playing dominant left foot player on that right-hand side. Lee Ki-hyuk, he had to have been generally aware of the dominance on the first touch. You can see he sets himself up. He's looking to show the keeper's right-hand side and then cut back across his body. Lee Ki-hyuk, he's looking to give somebody the business on that breakdown. First time we've really seen Korea Republic in the central phase of midfield get completely lost in those transition moments for South Africa.
Okay, change in the corner taker. Mofokeng fizzing the ball in. Bukazi. Apollis goes for goal himself and straight into the chest of the Korea Republic keeper.
Well, 20 minutes in, Ellen, and a couple of boxes needed to be checked. Number one, the start, you had to be compact defensively. Number two, you've got to look for immediate verticality when you do indeed win the ball, but that's necessitated on the movement off of the ball, the commitment to run, to do the dirty work when no one else is looking. The best chances for South Africa have certainly been in transition moments when Korea Republic continues to commit numbers getting forward. They've been vulnerable the moment that ball turns over.
Hwang In-bom scored the equaliser against Czechia. It's the man. There's the ball. Once again, far too easily falls into South Africa possession. Quickly pinched back by Korea Republic. Tai-sok. Kim Min-jae just trying to settle things down.
His quality in spraying balls around, really, really important for Korea Republic. With no immediate pressure, he's shown the ability to split lines, take 4 to 5 players immediately out defensively, but also the confidence to look to hit that 30-yard diagonal.
Kyuk. Seo Young-woo to the feet of Lee Han-bom. And now the captain, Kim Min-jae. He's deep to pick the ball back up. Lee Kang-in, to back Champions League winner with Paris Saint-Germain. The first Asian player to win a continental treble. Kyuk. There's Pik Sung-ho sending the ball over the top. There's Korea Republic desperate to carve a way through once again.
Oh, definitive passing patterns and movement off the ball. Fake as he comes and he checks. He's already waved. He's almost just waving the overlapping run into space to see if they can stretch that right-hand side, similar to what we saw in the opening 5 minutes of the match.
Now, despite that ball from Lee Tai-sok going well wide, not happy so far. And Korea Republic fans as the ball sent long by Ronwen Williams. Raises the head of Maseko. And as the flag goes up.
And I just wonder if Williams, the goalkeeper for South Africa, recognized the hydration break is right around the corner. Instead of trying to build out of the back, height, width, and distance, get that ball up as high as possible to give yourself an opportunity to come back in and get a very detailed analysis from his coaching staff.
Well, after a slight hesitation to signal for the break, that is where the players are now heading. With 22 minutes on the clock, it is still goalless between South Africa and Korea Republic. Well, goalless, but no doubt an entertaining start to this game where there is plenty on the line. A draw would be enough for Korea Republic. South Africa need to win, and they've been playing like that's certainly the case.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't say that you can ever be comfortable against a team like Korea Republic, but Hugo Broos, he's got to be complimenting his group within kind of the construct tactically of how he wanted to approach this match. Let me make it very clear, Ellen. A 5-3-2 against Mexico was the starting formation. A 4-3-2-1 because they knew against Czechia they were going to have more of the ball. And tonight, a 4-2-3-1, little triangle point up. No Mokwane, the metronome, but now it's been replication through numbers as opposed to individuals in that midfield for South Africa.
Well, they've already had more attempts.